Lady B, let's scoop the gist. Now, a lot has happened today, and I can't wait to tell you. Today is World Water Day with the theme accelerating the change to solve water and sanitation crisis. Now, here's what I have to say. Be the change you want to see. Take action. Change the way you use and consume water. When you pollute water, you pollute life. And please, never waste a drop of water. Remember, no water, no life. So from everything that has happened today, I've put together 10 strong hashtags for you today. And of course, you know hashtag stands for every social conversation. And Twitter is that space we shop for hashtags, as well as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, in fact, every social media handle. Now, the first hashtag we have for you today is hashtag Davido, with 3.7 million posts on Instagram and 9,000 tweets on Twitter. Davido, after a long time of silence, came up to social media yesterday to make a post and to drop a video for excited fans. He also announced the date of his upcoming Timeless album. Now, Davido is trending alongside with the hashtag MyGoat, which has earned 9,000 tweets, and Davido is back, earning 8,000 tweets. Now, he took to his verified Twitter handle to post, "There's time for everything, a time to grieve and a time to heal, a time to laugh and a time to dance, a time to speak and a time for silence. Thank you to everyone out there for your love and support that has held me down. All the love and messages while I was away and gifts sent. The concert you all threw. I appreciate it all. Today, I want to remind you all what is now timeless was once new. It is time for new. My next album, Timeless, is here, March 31st. Pre-save the link in my bio." Now, fans are super excited. In fact, if you know the way Davido talks, I'd like to take a pause there. You know that he doesn't stress himself. He just comes out and does his own thing with his kind of cripsy and raps voice. And he just does his own thing, his own way, no pressure. Now, here's what fans are saying. Dami Adenuga tweeted, "Fourth studio album done. Timeless, March 31st. Get your listening devices ready. Davido is back. OBO is back." Var at Zichman tweeted, "The only Nigerian celebrity with no bad song," and I can affirm to that. Davido is back and you all aren't ready for what is coming. Let's see some other tweets. Big Lewa at Ifelewa tweeted, "The king is back. Hashtag Davido." Ololade's son at Oil Day for You tweeted, "My goat is back. A through 30 BG won't pass without liking and retweeting." Favor Ogebe at Ohi Favor the Port tweeted, "Even if now only Shekpe you talk throughout, no wahala." I like to take a pause there, and if you are a true Davido fan, you know he can't do a song without shouting "Shekpe," and even if now only Shekpe you won't talk, no problem. Davido, we there for you. We got you, guy. Let's take a look at some other tweets. Timeless Dolapo at Dolapo Shelter tweeted, "The biggest and the greatest artist in Africa is back. Can't finally wait for the classic album Timeless. Hashtag Davido." And the comedian OGB at OGB Day for You tweeted, "The king, my goat, my idolo is back. Davido, I have missed you." And this is just exciting. Let's take a look at the video he posted.
There's a time for everything. A time to grieve and a time to heal. Over them all. If they want on Goliath, I be David for life. Oluwade my side. A time to laugh and a time to dance.
Time to laugh and a time to dance. And you know, Davido has grieved in his own way. I like to take a pause there and just tell you, yes, Davido has grieved in his own way, but we are definitely really happy for him. The third hashtag we have is the hashtag Victony. Now, what has Victony done this time? Now, Victony has come out with a brand new song featuring Rema and so many other amazing artists. Victony's song with Rema is on the lips of every netizen out there. They're just heralding him, saying Victony, this song is amazing. In fact, the Soweto remix is everything beautiful. I mean, do you agree with this song? What are your thoughts on this song? Let's just see a short lyric video of the song. Single song and 11,000 tweets with conversation around Victony's Soweto remix, which featured Don Toliver, Tempo, and Rema. The hashtag Victony is trending alongside with the sub hashtag Not Just a Deluxe with 10,000 tweets. Victony at Victony took to his verified Twitter handle to tweet Soweto remix with Don Toliver and at He Is Rema out by midnight. Hashtag Not Just a Deluxe. Now let's take a look at what netizens are saying. Dr. Tollboy at Dr. ROL Boy tweeted, everybody on their way to Soweto right now. At Victony, hashtag Not Just a Deluxe. I am Mikitan at I am Mikitan tweeted, just listened to Soweto remix. I am speechless. At Victony, God bless you for bringing at He Is Rema. Baba finish work. Outlaws, go stream Soweto remix. Hashtag Not Just a Deluxe. Let's take a look at some other tweets. Jack Taran at Badman Jakes tweeted, at Victony, at Tempo, this song they give me joy. Hashtag Not Just a Deluxe. Hashtag Soweto remix. Ismo at Ismo Official also tweeted, Rema, you didn't have to steal this song from Victony and Don Toliver now. It was laptop now. This burden is too much. Talking about, well, Rema's verse is what everybody has just been heralding. I like to take a pause there and just say Rema made everybody to be singing Kirikata Soweto. If you've listened to the Soweto remix, you just know that Rema he finished work. He finished work. I mean, everybody embodied their verse. Let's take a look at some other tweets. Olamide Official at Olamide tweeted, Victony's Soweto remix is pure flames. The combination of Rema and Don Toliver on that song is heavenly. They ate their verses respectively and left no crumbs. Perfect combination. TUE at the Upper Entertainment tweeted, the consistent details in Victony's cover art are extremely beautiful. Now I'd like you to just look at your screens and see those cover arts. I agree with Upper End that every cover art of Victony's song has indeed been beautiful. The cover art has like a voice for himself. Have you streamed the Soweto remix? What are your thoughts on this on this song? Go to our Facebook, our YouTube page if you can, and drop your comments on the Soweto remix. The third hashtag we have today is the US, gathering 1.87 million tweets. Now, the aftermath of the elections in Nigeria, the post-election trauma with Nigerians and netizens watching INEC with curious eyes. Now, the international body and countries have a stand on our elections too. Now, US Mission Nigeria at US in Nigeria went to its official page to tweet, "The United States is deeply troubled by the disturbing act of violent voter intimidation and suppression that took place during the March 18 polls in Lagos, Kano, and other states. We call on Nigerian authorities to hold accountable and bring justice any individual found to have ordered or carried out efforts to intimidate voters and suppress voting during the election process." Now, the United States likewise will consider all available actions, including additional visa restrictions on individuals believed to be responsible for or complicit in undermining the democratic process in Nigeria. It also tweeted, "The United States renews its call for any challenges to election results to go through established legal processes which must not be interfered with." This thread of tweets from the United States had netizens reacting this way. Now, Inibege Effiong, a lawyer at Inibege Effiong, tweeted, "Peter Obi and Labour Party are seeking to disqualify Bola Tinubu on account of his drug-related forfeiture in the US. It is going to be an interesting litigation at the Court of Appeal. The issue has now been made topical. They are also raising the issue of 25% vote in the FCT. Kweku the Hustler at Ochiller01 also tweeted, "In the last 24 hours, number one, Peter Obi and LP filed their petition at the election tribunal. Number two, less than 12 hours later, the US issues a strongly worded condemnation of the conduct of the entire election. Number three, we find that Tinubu's drug case is listed in the petition. Number four, Dati reappears from his hibernation." Well, Nigerians are definitely watching with curious eyes and keeping their fingers crossed. Let's take a look at some more tweets before I give my comment on it. Anambra's first son at Uche P. Okoye tweeted, "So DEA, FBI, and Chicago University accepted to be involved in the petition. No wonder US and EU no agree congratulate him, and also said we should go to court." Chinanza at Much Talks Blog 1 tweeted, "Peter Obi and LP are seeking to disqualify Bola Tinubu on account of his drug-related forfeiture in the US and are also raising the issue of 25% vote in the FCT. Omo, grab your popcorn now, cause this case goes sweet past Legend of the Seeker." Never say never. Pat Utomi at Utomi Pat tweeted, "The US mission in Nigeria is to be commended for its statement on the elections of March 18. It helps with my concern that the curse of democracy has not been helped by seeming preference of powerful democracies for stability over democracy in Nigeria." Now, I'd like to take a pause there and give an independent African quote that comes to my mind. Now, this African quote says, "Stealing the village drum is easy, but finding a place to beat it peacefully is a problem." Well, I'll take that again. Stealing the village drum is easy, but finding a place to beat it peacefully will be the problem. We are crossing our fingers and just waiting for the outcome of everything that will happen in the court of appeal. But more netizens are coming out to say US shouldn't just condemn, they should back us up in the fight against every injustice, voter intimidation, tribal bigotry that has happened in Nigeria this past weeks. We move from there to the hashtag violence, which has earned 400,000 tweets. Now, a lot of Nigerians came out to say no Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. Now, with the European Union lamenting on pervasive violence used during Nigeria's gubernatorial and State House of Assembly elections. Now, it said 21 people were killed during the election. EU in Nigeria at EU in Nigeria took to their page to tweet, obstruction and organized violence limited the expression of the will of voters, despite efforts by civil society to promote democratic standards. They released an official statement to this effect as seen on your screen. Now, there are so many official statements, but the one I love is in the second paragraph. Now, Nigerians highlighted the second paragraph that polling on election day was disrupted by multiple incidents of thuggery in the second paragraph and intimidation of voters, polling observers and journalists. Now, the EU ended that statement in a blank sheet of paper saying that the EU will publish its final results. Now, I'd like to give you the video which EU made on the observation of its elections. Let's take a look at that video.
Union election observation mission. Let's take a listen.
Observers noted that most polling units opened on time, with materials present and election officials ready to serve the voter. However, there was less pressure on INEC operations throughout the day, owing to a dismal level of voter participation. Vote buying, also directly observed by EU EOM observers, further detracted from an appropriate conduct of the election in many places. The use of election technology was more efficient this time around. By midday yesterday, gubernatorial race results forms available online range from 62 to 97%, depending on the state. A notable change if compared to the 25th of February election, when more than a quarter of presidential result forms were still missing at the declaration of the results on the 1st of March. Some 11,000 candidates competed in the state elections, among whom only a bare 10% were women. Notably, lead political parties fielded only 2 female candidates for highly prized governor seats. It demonstrates a clear underrepresentation of women in political life.
Well, EU made a lot of comments there and the observation saying they'll come up with a final report and probably recommend how Nigeria can conduct a peaceful election. Netizens had a lot to say on this. Let's take a look at some social conversations. Munar of Dot Nation 2010-20 at D Rapper Doctor replied to EU Nigeria saying people were ethnically profiled, harassed, and reports of outright deaths following the violence that ensued. Post-election sequel is still unraveling within our eyes. Well, Phelan Kajuru at Jonah Phelan tweeted, "Dear EU Nigeria, I have been following all you've been doing lately, during, before, and looking forward to seeing what you'll do about the election. Hashtag Kaduna decides and hashtag Nigeria decides." Barrister Inibege Effiong at Inibege Effiong tweeted, "When are you fishing out purveyors of violence and ethnically driven hate campaign. Now, he made that statement questioning the Lagos State Police Command. ElizabethPeters.com at Dr. E.T. Peters tweeted, "Proud to be an Igbo-looking Yoruba girl because it cements one fact: we are all Nigerians and no tribe is better than the other. I firmly stand against tribalism, bigotry, and all violence and voter intimidation that took place in Nigeria during these elections." Rinu Chisom Odola at Savvy Rinu tweeted, "I hope you now understand the state-sponsored violence and media propaganda executed against the Answers movement. They've executed the street attacks and killings. It is time to tell you what you saw and heard with your own eyes wasn't real. The fight is not over." Peter Obi's feminine voice at It's Bliss 1 tweeted, "GRV is still visiting hospitals and paying bills of victims of election violence. When you're human, you're human." Well, I love to wrap up everything on violence, bringing back the video we played for you yesterday of the broadcast journalist Oseni Rufai sharing his thoughts in a viral, thought-provoking video. Now, he asked those who have won, what did you win? Did you win the confidence of the people, or did you win the hate or fear of the people? Let's see that video.
The young people did not hide their disdain. They went for the leader's neck and took out the neck. They sacked them and occupied the space. Let me tell you.
Well, we apologize for that break in transmission, but I can remember the words Oseni said clearly. He said, "For those who have won, take a look at yourself and ask yourself, what did you win? Did you win the love of the people or the fear of the people? Did you win the confidence of the people or the hate of the people?" I always say the people are bigger than the other persons in power, because it is the people who give you the power. Ignore the people and you'll be making a mistake of a lifetime. We move on from everything violence in Nigeria and pitch our tent in the international scene, where we have the hashtag Trump arrest with 51,700 tweets. Now, more netizens took to Twitter to share their thoughts on Donald Trump's alleged arrest. Now, here's the little backstory. The jury in US is set to probe the former US president, and so many netizens took to Twitter to express their feelings. Nick at KRA tweeted, "The whole internet right now, after seeing that Donald Trump isn't getting arrested and it was all a lie. Hashtag Trump arrest." Well, Brain Crassitin at Crassitin tweeted, "Breaking. As everyone awaits the Trump arrest, it appears that he will be indicted tomorrow. But according to the Daily Mail, the actual arraignment, in brackets court proceedings, will not take place until next week. Trump will be fingerprinted and have a mock shot taken. Regardless of the timing, which there still seems to be some uncertainty about, Trump will be the first former president to be ever charged with a crime. Deplorable for Trump 2024 at P Trump for TX 2020 tweeted, "It looks like there likely won't be any news on the Trump arrest until next week, which means we would have to see what kind of false flags and shenanigans they have up their sleeves in the coming days. Liberals are now getting rocked poor by Donald Trump himself. Keep calm and take it one day at a time, friends. Well, a lot is happening in the US. I'd like to take a pause there and say a lot is happening in the US. And someone likened what is happening in the US to African countries, saying, is it possible to probe or arrest an African president? We still have a long way to go in democracy. I mean, we shout that democracy is for the people, by the people, but can we probe a former president in any African country? Well, we are just keeping our fingers crossed and hoping for better days. We'll be doing a quick break, and when I come back, the show still continues with hot and juicy topics. Welcome back. The program is still #trending, coming to you live from Spectrum Television. And I told you, you know the drill already. To be part of a conversation, you could drop your comments on our Facebook page, and then I get to read your comments tomorrow on the show. We move from everything Trump and the US and pitch our tent on the #baddest, earning 16,900 tweets. Now, there's been more comments on Davido's return, with people saying the emperor, the champion, the Odogu is here. Some dissenting voices, some accolades, some questions, a lot of social conversation. Well, let's take a sneak peek on some social conversations on Twitter. One jobless boy at one jobless boy tweeted, "OBO is back, the baddest." Davido announces the #timeless album. Mba Day for You at Mba tweeted, "The baddest is back." Tunde Headnut also tweeted, "No Davido fan will pass without engaging this. The real GOAT, baddest." TJ Omori, the award-winning videographer and cinematographer, took to his Twitter to tweet baddest. He just, like, with a celestial emoji, just depicting how much he loves him. Timeless Ramid at 30BG CEO tweeted, "Nigeria's Twitter trending table. Number 1, Davido. Number 2, Timeless. Number 3, baddest. Number 4, my GOAT." Now, he was just trying to show you that irrespective of all the controversies with different musical fans dragging Davido up and down, trying to mock him, trying to laugh at him, saying, "Oga, no be to go offline or say your song will make." Well, keeping our fingers crossed and waiting for the Timeless album. Well, Timeless Ramid came up to show you that it is not by capping. Hope you can cap well. And Davido is just trending on Twitter's trending table. Let's take a look at some other social conversations. Kaleti Endurance at KC437 tweeted, "Me hearing baddest after a long time." Now, she shared a funny picture of the comedian Sabinus turning on the volume in his car. Fans are really excited. Yes, Davido is back. OBO, baddest. We can't wait to see what you have cooked for us. Fans are really excited. Still talking about music, we move our tent and then we pitch our tent in Rema's corridor, because it just seems like this guy is young, but he's just making waves. The way he does it is amazing. Someone said he's just 22. He's just 22. Yes, the #Rema earning 37,600 tweets. is the next hashtag we are bringing this evening. Rema is still ranked as number 8 on Billboard Hot 100. Now, the Calm Down remix featuring Selena Gomez seems to have gathered a lot of plays and a lot of streams. Rema now holds the record for the biggest African Nigerian Afrobeat song on Hot 100's history. Now, in 2023, Rema's Calm Down becomes the highest charting Nigerian song on top 10 Billboard Hot 100 song, peaked at number 8. Now, Rema at He Is Rema tweeted on his verified Twitter handle, he said, "Trying to hold in the tears. I know how hard I worked to get my sound here. I am grateful to God for how far I have come. Love to the ones who believed in me, and love to the Queen at Selena Gomez." Netizens reacted this way. Now, Edo First, Delta Second at Mr. Vote Wisely tweeted, "Rema, number 1 is the goal. The song Calm Down haven't started yet. We're going number 1 soon. Ovi Biedo, straight out of Benin, always remember that." Krayway, another musician at Crayon Disc, tweeted, "Bro, Rema's Calm Down is currently number 8 on the Billboard chart. I don't think you all know how crazy this is. Knowing that it is the highest charting Afrobeat song in the history of Billboard chart. Bro, the gods must be crazy. I am so inspired. God is far too kind." Dre at The Ray tweeted, "In Afrobeat history, no youngster has been as successful as Rema." Now, he went on to list his achievements, saying, "Highest charting Nigerian song on BB Hot 100, Calm Down. Highest monthly listeners on Spotify in Africa. Biggest African album in France, Rave and Roses. Most certified African debut album. He is only 22. King. I'll say, if you are diligent, guys, if you're a young musician listening to me, take a pause there and don't feel pressured. Don't feel pressured. Don't feel pressured. Moving on from that, please don't feel pressured. If you're a young musician in the house, keep being diligent. The thing I have noticed about Rema is consistency. He has paid his dues. So if you're a young musician, keep pushing, stay consistent. The world would hear your name. I mean, Calm Down is one song that has generated a lot of controversies. Moving away from that and still talking about the song Calm Down, I remember some ladies in India were arrested for dancing to the song publicly, and Calm Down keeps heralding, and netizens keep heralding his praises. We move on from everything music and come back to the state, Akwa Basibom State, with the hashtag Akpabio, which is trending with 14,000 tweets as of today. Now, more netizens are coming out to say he paid his dues and projecting that above everyone else, Akpabio deserves to be Senate President. Now, do you believe that? Are you a firm believer of that? Let's take a look at some tweets. Imran U. Wakili at Pulo Ayu Wakili tweeted, "Inasmuch as I want the Southeast to be included and given a very strong office in Tinubu's administration, but the most deserving candidate for Senate President is Senator Godswill Akpabio. Man has paid his dues." Engineer Umar Jacob at Innerviv 2003 tweeted, "Our incoming Senate President, by God's grace, at Senator Akpabio." Oluwatosin Ronke at Tosin's 52 tweeted, "God bless you, Senator Godswill Akpabio, the incoming Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria." Some netizens also took to Twitter to share a video of that period when Akpabio stepped down for Tinubu. Let's see that video.
I'm standing in front of you I would have run this race on the basis of my track records. But having taken cognizance of the history of the APC and the efforts of the governors to bring peace in a fragile situation like this, that yes, we are looking at South. But I have seen a man who is older than me and who was the first visionary in governance. And that man enabled us to have good governance in Lagos State and also to have the development we have in Lagos State today. So, Mr. President, I would have delivered a very powerful speech today on my manifestos, which included 3 major items: that of security, that of unity of the country, that of the economy of the country, which involves infrastructure. And I was a man who is known as the governor that turned boys into men. I would have said, yes, indeed, I would have done so. But I don't have to do so by being president. I will join the next president. I will join the next president to turn the boys in Nigeria into men. And therefore, I doff my hat and I assure that as I withdraw now, vote for Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu. Vote for Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu. The 93 delegates from Akwa Ibom, the hundreds of delegates across Nigeria, the 1,200 delegates that were ready to put me in office, I assure, I plead with you to unite our party, let equity reign, and bring in this man to take over from our current president, and we will support him. I will be there supporting him. I assure, vote for Ahmed Bola Tinubu as your next president. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria.
Well, that video generated a lot of comments with netizens reacting this way. Murphy Lizu at Shitu Mars tweeted, "This was a turnaround point, sis. Tears rolled down my cheeks that day." Olarenwaju Jamiu at Iwolobon tweeted, "Apart from stepping down that day and ensuring Tinubu got the required percentage of votes in a state, Godswill Akpabio has been very loyal to APC in years. If they like, they should be trying to please the people who would never repent from being unnecessarily bitter and hateful." Well, we can only keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. All I have to say about everything surrounding Akpabio, who would be Senate president and all of that, is the power of the people is indeed greater than the people in power. We move on from Akpabio to the next hashtag, hashtag Speedy, with 13,800 tweets. Now, football fans have been wishing their faves who were injured and some who had a surgery a speedy recovery. Now, while some Nigerians are saying the Court of Appeal proceedings should be speedy and not lengthy so that they can restore the confidence of the people. Let's take a look at some of the speedy tweets. Dr. Kelechi Anyikude at Kelechi AFC tweeted, "Earlier today with my bro at Eddie Nkinter during the Arsenal versus Crystal Palace match at the Emirates. Speedy recovery, my bro." Ukeme at Ukeme Reno tweeted, "Speedy recovery, Super Tommy." Moving on, Samuel at Samuel Lil FC tweeted, "Speedy recovery for the next season, Stefan. Cruel end to one of a few positives in this season." Moving on, UTD Plug at UTD Plug tweeted, "Speedy recovery, Agrad Nacho 7. And then the last tweet, Freeman Lee at My Data tweeted, "It is important that the Court of Appeal adopt the live broadcast of the court proceedings to restore confidence of the people." Well, also the ODC also tweeted at King Chrissy 2, "If you mess with the people, they will mess with you." And he quoted what Fayose said. Let's take a look at that video where Fayose said, "If you mess with the people, they will mess with you."
Nigeria is not a country we now take for granted. You will see by the outcome of this election that a lot of people are displaced as a result of taking this country for granted. The young people did not hide their disdain. They went for the leader's neck and took out the neck. They sacked them and occupied the space. Let me tell you again, this is a warning and further warning for those people coming in and those people returning, that if you mess with the people, they will mess with you in 4 years' time. So my party was not prepared for that election. My party was not prepared for that election.
How do you mean?
We were prepared to fail.
Yeah, they said the candidate.
I stand here that our party was a fractured party. It will be playing to the gallery to say you are not aware that Obi was a former member of the PDP. You'll be fooling yourself to say that the G5 governors are not members of the PDP. You will be wasting your time that when Kwankwaso left the party after the Northern.
Well, that amazing video was gotten from Channels TV, where Fayose said, if you mess with the people, in an interview, saying, if you mess with the people, they will mess with you. Moving on to our last hashtag tonight as I wrap up the show. Today is World Water Day. How many cups of water and how many bottles of water did you drink today? Well, today is World Water Day. Like I said, never leave the tap running, guys. If you're not using water, please save water. Now, there's a video we compiled for you from the Food and Agriculture Organization on 8 actions we can all take to save water. Let's see that video. Well, today is World Water Day. I don't know if I should say Happy World Water Day, but you have sure learned from that video. We wrap up the show today saying, don't mess with the people or else they will mess with you. Remember, today is World Water Day. Do not pollute water. Do not waste water. Remember, when there's water, there is life. Keep advocating for safe drinking water. Let us protect the water. By protecting the water, we are saving lives. That's the motto we can take on the show today. I always say stay safe and stay out of trouble. Hashtag Trending continues tomorrow with more juicy stories. Till then, I am Blessing Dixon, but you could call me Lady B, and I am signing out. Au revoir.